All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to day 7 of the mother of all ecom walkthroughs. Now, just to catch you up, yesterday we did some ad adjustments, going through some Facebook troubles just with the disapprovals, all kind of standard things that are going to be with a brand new account in the first probably couple $100 spent. As we just continue and keep persistency, all those disapprovals, that trouble is going to go away. Some people suggest that you need a different ad account. You're going to have negative ratings. I don't really see that as the case, but that's exactly what we're doing here in the workshop to show you real life things that are going to come up, roadblocks are going to pop in your way, how to get past them. So today we're going to carry on with launching more products. I did about an hour and a half earlier that you'll see here of just uploading some products, getting some other pieces done, different things like that, the adjustments, all our daily consistencies that need to be done with our store. So those daily consistencies, again, we're adding them to our Asana checklist here, and this is going to be where we have our to-do list, and then we're going to start creating our employees to-do list, and we're going to start creating a team kind of atmosphere here. So you'll see that as we go, and all these daily consistencies are things that we're going to want to process out over the next week and have in a format that we can hand out to an outsourcer. So we did the daily advertising numbers, already went through that. If you remember, we started the giant elephant baby pillow and then the colorful henna elephant tapestry. Decided on shutting down the giant elephant baby pillow, as you'll see in that other content, and trying the website conversion as well with our tapestry. Those were our adjustments, did our numbers, customer support emails, checked our Gmail, still nothing has come in, moderate our social media assets. I posted a picture to Instagram earlier, and also went through our active Facebook ads on our fan page, and then our messages. We're up to 158 likes so far, so that's pretty good, just kind of a progression moving forward. We want to get that to, once we get to about 10,000 likes, it's going to be a pretty good organic engagement. We're going to go ahead and really try and utilize the Elephants Are Awesome fan page that I had, the previous asset. So that's always important, looking at any assets you've built in the past, especially as you're growing any other new store. So we can utilize that. We're going to go ahead and today focus on newsletters and really focus on getting the email side of things in place, including, last week we dived into a whole bunch of different platforms, tried Market Hero, used a few apps to get our main emails in place. Today we're going to transition and go back just to the basics and use MailChimp, which is kind of a standard, easy one to use. Didn't really have time to learn all the other platforms that I wanted to use to really show you guys through a workshop. So MailChimp's just kind of a standard one that I've used a few times and won't have an issue getting the pieces I want in place without spending huge amounts of money, because that was kind of the area we were going into with all the apps. So let's go ahead and sign into MailChimp. Now I believe we created an account at the beginning of the program, but just in case, we may just create a new one. Our trial may be up. So let's go ahead and see. Log in. That's right, they make you do like a crazy password. Alright. Shoot. Alright, so I'm just gonna sign up since we do have a new email. We used the old Gmail account for the last one. I'm assuming that will be taken. Role-based addresses, that's so dumb. Alright, so we might have to use that other one anyways. Let me try this again. Just in case. Alright. Screw you, MailChimp. What was my password? There's our MailChimp. Forgot the password. Alright, now we're in. So, first thing I want to do is we want to update that email. To create a new user. Bam, bam, bam. Here we go. Oh. I don't know why it autofills that crap. And then it was Christy Allen. All right. All right, and then I believe we also added this into our theme. So the bottom footer here. Just double checking. Yes, we have our URL. So we created that list. Where we at? Where we at? Here we go. All right, so that discounts and newsletters. So we'll want to edit that footer. You know, news and updates and a 10% discount. That might be good to add there. Sign up to get the latest on sales. Or, you know, on elephants, news releases, and more. You can also create a squeeze page. Alright, so let's see how we can edit our news and updates there. Guess that might be something we can do later. I'll do this one later. Not necessary yet, just something aesthetics. I want to kind of just change this wording here, and I'll be in the coding there. I'll just define where they put this, and then change 10%. That actually could maybe be found in the language area as well. So we can go to themes, actions, edit language. See what we have here. Our password page, forms. Oh, here we go. News and updates. Sign up to get the latest news. To get 10% off your first order and all the great elephant news you can handle. 10% off your first order. Join our newsletter. That's how it looks. Alright, 10% off. Join our newsletter. We'll change this 10. Join our newsletter for 10% off. I want it just to be one line. You just go. I just go join our newsletter. That'll be enough. Join the Trunktastic newsletter. Filter the page. What's that mean? Oh, they don't know what Trunktastic means. God damn it. Now, we also want to give them a funnel, a squeeze page system to be able to sign up to our newsletter. So this is something we'll be able to post on social media, on our fan page here, throughout. It can be our pop-up that goes. Some people are liking that app, Wheelio, for a pop-up to get them on your list. That's something we can maybe try out as well. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and create a squeeze page funnel, lead generation funnel. And to do that, I'm going to use ClickFunnels. This is one of my favorite programs for creating just any type of sales funnel, an opt-in funnel, a product sales funnel. You know, it's a very easy thing. There's a few programs out there to be able to do this, but ClickFunnels, it's from Russell Brunson. He's pretty good at this type of stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go with a new account. We're gonna create a free trial. Let's go. Whoa. It's loading all the graphics. All right, we want just our normal 90. Come on now. Okay, there we go. Go support at Trunktastic.com. All right, let me go ahead and fill this off screen. So we're just going to build a really simple system here of a squeeze page and a thank you page, and then we'll get our autoresponder in place. And then anyone who signs up on the home page there or goes through the squeeze page will go through this autoresponder, maybe showing them our best sellers, some hot collections, you know, different things like that. think that's us. There's all his upsells. No, thank you. Here we go. Welcome to the ultimate onboarding bribe. Funnel Factory's got a whole bunch of stuff. All right, no thanks, man. Create my own. Okay. So here they are, just a new funnel pops up. You can create it. We'll do, if we click add new here, that's exactly what happens. We can create a funnel for collecting emails like we're going to, selling a product, or hosting a webinar. You can also do membership sites, all types of stuff. They have some examples that we could check out here. We're just going to go ahead and create, like I said, very simple email system. So let's add new. We're going to create one to collect emails. This is going to be our Trunktastic 10%. We'll just call it Trunktastic Prospect Newsletter. And then our tag will be Trunktastic. So anything we build, any funnels we build for this brand will have that tag. And then we can use ClickFunnels far beyond into other niches if you'd like. If you have plans to sell off your brand or your business, then it's often a good idea to have separate accounts for each of your brands. So that's kind of the idea with Trunktastic here. Possibly in the next 6 months, I'd like to sell it at a 6-figure market. And so all of those accounts being separate will allow me to do that easily without messing up, one master account. Because I am in quite a few niches. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to create a squeeze page. You can see on the side here we have funnel steps. These are all the example templates we can start with. I'm going to go with something extremely simple like a graphic background with a simple join to get 10% off. So something as simple as this template. So we can preview that one. We could add maybe that same elephant or an elephant as the background image. Have the headline be here, the 10% off to join and get all the news and stuff. Enter your email and join right now. So it can be as simple as that if we wanted. If you're doing an information niche, if you're teaching weight loss or you're something along those lines, how to garden, then you might want to be giving away a PDF, some free videos, things like that, info products, some how-tos. And that's what your emails are going to be all about. I might like this one here. All right, so let's do that dark one. I just like the box, maybe this whole different color there. We'll see how that goes. Cute dog. My dog is dreaming. All right, you can see how simple it is here. We can edit page, we can create multiple variations. This is going to be our landing page. Now, before we do this, we want to make sure that we have our MailChimp account integrated with our ClickFunnels account here. We're going to also go into look at adding our pixel and all that tracking information and really get focus on tracking data. We're going to talk about Google Analytics in a day coming up in the near future, and really talk about how we're going to track every piece of the system so that we know, especially over the month's time, what people are doing in our system. Where are they coming from? Where are they going? How can we maximize it? Use Pareto's Law, 80-20 rule. All right, so I'm going to go into my account here. Obviously we need to do all those opening account edits. Our name, Travis, there we go. Password, good. That it changed to my other one. All right, so I'm going to go into integrations here. You can also set this up with Stripe. We'll use this for our free plus shipping funnels too. Instead of having a free plus shipping product listed, we'll probably use ClickFunnels as our sales gateway, and then we'll have to our sales funnel, and we'll have to integrate with Stripe as this third-party payment gateway, and just kind of showing you all the different ways that you can create income streams and things like that. All right, so we're going to go add new integration. And our integration is Trunktastic MailChimp. And then obviously we can just choose MailChimp here. We're gonna have to get an API key as I expected. We'll go to, I believe, account. Integrations, I bet. What is this called? ClickFunnels. It's not on this one, but we can. Where is this? Where would it be? Details. Connected sites. There we go. Under extras, API keys. We need to create a API key. There we go. Thank you. Copy that sucker. Create integration. Looks good. Now we can go back into our funnel here. We're going to edit this. And get our page. Now we want to find awesome elephant. So just a picture of, some awesome big old elephants or something. Something big enough that would fit on the background. It's a pretty cool pic. That something like that would be good. I think background images. And we'll try you want to make sure the colors match up, your text fits. The definition is good, that might be. These are all wallpapers. All right, so now here's the ClickFunnels editing. We can just kind of change things up. First off, our headline here, we definitely want to go join. Get or receive. That's what I'm trying to decide. Which one should I use for marketing purposes? Get 10% off or receive 10% off? Get 10% off. Sounds horrible. I'm gonna want a 10%. Want 10% off your next order. Change our button text. Oh, what the hell? Not sure what I did there. Just refresh. All right, want 10% off your next order. All right, I screwed up that. There you go. Next order, join the Trontastic newsletter, and the coupon code is yours, plus a lot of other awesome goodies that others will love. Join now, enter email address here, join the Trontastic newsletter. Now, I don't like that blue. I'm going to go with maybe a yellow, an orange. I think an orange. Like a bright orange. Maybe I can go, instead of that, I want in. All right. Now, can I change that background? Integrations, here's a background of the entire thing. We have the image here. That's just a pre-uploaded, we can check that. All right, so let me see how big that is, and we'll try and resize the graphics we found to kind of fit appropriately. And we can just always test them and see how they fit as is. So not too huge. Something like that might be cool. And then the box would probably be somewhere like right up here. So let's try that. That image, we're going to go ahead and drag or upload. This is our Trontastic folder. Alright, now we'll add our image, and that looks pretty good. 10% off your next order. We'll probably want to change our text colors. Could maybe give this box a kind of dark transparency. So background color here is transparent. Can do something like that. I'm going to change this text to completely white. Change that to be the same as this, I'm thinking. I want that still brighter orange. guess I like that yellow better. On terms of your next order, join the Trunktastic newsletter. The coupon code is yours. Plus, a lot of other good, awesome goodies that elephant lovers will love. Join now. Enter your email address here. I want in. I guess that'll work. Alright, so I'm going to save that. Now we can change our SEO data. So this is going to be Trunktastic discount code. You want to think when you're doing your titles or your SEO and stuff, you want to think about keywords of what's going to get people in. It's rare that this type of page would get ranked or something, but if the brand gets big, and we get in traffic, a certain amount of those people are probably going to search Trunktastic and coupon code or discount code. So those are kind of keywords that you could think about maybe utilizing for these type of pages, just to maybe catch that traffic. Again, you're probably not going to see much traffic from that, but just planning ahead and having all the elements out there optimized towards what all the platforms want to see, which SEO and Google want to see keywords and things like that. So we're going to go Trunktastic 10% discount coupon. Join the newsletter today. Tastic newsletter and receive a 10% discount code on your first order. Good enough. Keywords: Trunktastic, elephant gear, elephant shirts, elephant newsletter. All right, your name, Christy Allen, and then we could do a social image, which we're just kind of, if we're thinking about it, 1200 by 628 is kind of a typical social media image, so we could just use something like this to add in there, and anytime someone shares this page, that is the graphic that shows up. So we could have something that says Trunktastic newsletter or the I Love Elephants fan club or whatever we end up creating. So I might do that right here, just use this image again to give us a solid social image. Alright, so we kind of did a purple color for our theme, remember? So this will show up when anyone shares a link, which will have certain, elements in our email to make that happen. Simple, elegant, looks pretty good. Again, this isn't necessary on every page, but if you're gonna have a page that's gonna be shared a lot, then it does help, because you're controlling what the viewers see, what the referrals see, all that good stuff. go. All right, so we're going to add that image. All right, so let's change that. Join the Trunktastic. We'll say 10% off. All right. Now we want to integrate that email. So we're going to go into our settings under integrations. Nothing integrated yet. Let's go ahead and choose the Trunktastic MailChimp we just set up. And then now we can add them to segments, remove them from segments, as segments are just kind of how you can separate your leads on MailChimp and whatnot. We're going to add them to a list. I believe we created the list, yes. So we have our one list, our Trunktastic discounts and deals newsletter. Same thing that they're joined when they enter their email at the bottom of our homepage. It'll be the same email newsletter I set up if we do a pop-up as well on our homepage. This is just our prospect newsletter. Our kind of hook is to get them on a 10% discount, and then we're going to create a short autoresponder here, and then make sure that we're emailing once a week. We're going to add that to our Asana task list that we want to be emailing once a week. Let's go ahead and just kind of add that here. So we have our weeklies as well coming up. I've been breaking down our Asana task. Dailies, we're going to be handing out our have-to-dos now, like today we're doing our email newsletters. That's just a one-time thing. But then from there, we add things that we got to do maybe weekly, such as fan page content, social media content, and then also now emails. So Trunktastic prospect newsletter broadcast. And then we're going to do this maybe, choose your day. We'll do the emails here. It won't be coming this Thursday, next Thursday, but it will be weekly. So our first Trunktastic broadcast is we're going to be getting starting people adding here. Probably do maybe a 4 or 5 day autoresponder. We can do maybe every Wednesday will be our broadcast. And I'm going to make this a repetitive thing. So set to repeat. Repeat 7 days after completion. So every Wednesday. Just make sure. Weekly, every Wednesday. Perfect. And then right now, this is me. This is something we'll be handing off later. All right, so we have our weekly stuff we're adding in. Our daily stuff we'll be handing off. And our one time. Just trying to get you to think about how you systemize it too. Okay, so now we can say, do we want to send a confirmation email? Great thing about ClickFunnels here, MailChimp, if you just set up a squeeze page and a lead generation system on your own with your own WordPress, they're going to require you to send a confirmation email. And that pretty much is you're going to have either a single opt-in process or a double opt-in process. Single opt-in process means when they enter their email here, and they click I want in, they're on your list. Now, a double confirmation is what MailChimp kind of requires on most fronts. So when they join your list here and they click I want in, they'd be sent a confirmation email to their email address that they have to click the link inside to be able to add on your list. That's, it's good in certain situations when I'm kind of growing my personal brand, or you're growing something that you're trying to really speak to an audience that's going to be involved and wants to be there. Double opt-ins do work really well. Here, it's a prospect newsletter, so we're playing a very big numbers game. We're promoting heavily, just trying to get them on the buyer's side. So I'm going to go with the ClickFunnels setup here without having to send the confirmation email. And that looks like we should be good. Everything is set up. Now, lastly, what we can do is we can do our Facebook pixel code. So we have tracking code here. You can see under the settings, and our header and our footer code. Now, the header is where we're going to put our Facebook pixel code. Now we can just go into our ad account here, I'm going to go into Pixels. Now remember, we have the Pixel installed in our Shopify store with Pixel Perfect, but there's other pieces to this too. You know, you have these outside funnels. When I'm building my reoccurring box offers, for example, we're using third-party systems. So you could use the Cratejoy system, you could use ClickFunnels funnels, you could have the Shopify store, and it can all go in the same brand Pixel because it's the same audience you're really building to. You just gotta have to understand how you install it, how you put it on these different pieces. So in this case, we're just going to go ahead and grab the pixel code itself, view pixel code, install the base code. So the base code is just going to give you, we'll go ahead and copy it and add it here. Now the base code is going to be giving you those page views. As I talked about last Friday, page views are just kind of anyone who goes to any page. You have page view on any action that kind of happens, any page they go to, these page views are going to fire. Now, when we're looking for people to land on our sales pages, we were looking for view content. So we could actually have on this one, the view content track. They might have actually renamed it since last installing. So this is a base code to get just the page views to fire. Now we're going to add a little call out just like this, FBQ, blah, 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 track, and then you can add whatever you want and it would track it when they land on that step of the process. So we have a squeeze page here that we want to track people that land as a viewer on that page. And then we want to, on the thank you page, when people enter and they are added, we can count that as actually a lead conversion. So that's something we haven't done and set up yet because there have been no leads. So we could have it as a conversion of any kind. You could have it as a purchase conversion if you wanted to call it that, but we're going to call it a lead conversion. So that's what's going to be firing when people do this. And we're going to create our custom audiences so that people that land on this prospect squeeze page and don't become a lead, we can advertise them to get them into other funnels we might have. So you're thinking every level here, tracking as close as possible, creating audiences for every step of the process and delivering a tailored message to that step and where they are is really what this is all about in the long run. All right, so we have our base code in. We want to go ahead. What is advanced matching? I don't think this is us now. Yeah. Oh. So we want to go into our event code. So here's all the different events that can happen. We have the search event. We don't have going on here. The view content. This is what we'd like to track on this page. So I'm going to go ahead and track this. And I can just copy that, paste that in here. And you can see it's calling out the script again. So theoretically, actually, just to make it simpler for those that don't code, you would put it at the bottom of all this, and you could put that right there. This way, it's calling the script twice, and this one is tracking the view content. You could have a value if you wanted, a currency. In our case, we don't have any value going on here. We just have our view content. And also, I'm not going to need to call out the script twice. I'm just going to put this FBQ track call out right here under the page view track callout. All right, so this is one script running. Every time someone lands on this squeeze page, they're going to have a page view pixel event fire. We're going to have a view content pixel event fire. Just double check, make sure that looks pretty. I do need that, right? Sure. Yes. Got to make sure you have within your coding. You got to make sure you have all the exact punctuation in place, or else it's not going to track. Just double checking script. Okay. So save that. After save, just double check, make sure it's there. Good deal. All right, so now we can go ahead and actually visit this page with our Facebook Pixel Helper, the same Chrome extension that's right here when we checked on our fan pages. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pop out of here. I think that's good right there. Everything looks good. You might want a footer if you're going to advertise it where you have privacy policy and all that. Want 10% for your next order. Okay. Check out that preview. It auto-filled my email. Looks good. We won't do it yet. Here's our page link. We'll double check our pixels. Should have those 2 events firing. And we could get our domain associated with this later as well. All right, so we have 3 pixel events firing. Let's see what's going on. Okay, the microdata. I always forget that's in there. Our view content is firing. Looks good. And the page view. Now, we could put specifications if we wanted to, where like we did the content IDs on Shopify does automatically. We could put an ID for this as well, letting them know this is a 10% discount page. Not something necessary for us, but just something to think about later on. All right, so now let's go ahead and edit our thank you page. We'll do something very simple with a little elephant graphic. You know, thank you for signing up. Here's your 10% off. I'll use a little elephant character. Looks good. All right, so we can start off with this. We'll go ahead and add our tracking code right away. We have our page view. Where are we at? View pixel code, base code, grab it. So our page views in there. Next off, our event code. So we can just go to lead, and it's just going to be the same FBQ, parentheses, track, blah, 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 lead. And then we can have the value currency, if this is going to be worth anything, if we knew our lifetime value. So what I can really do is I'll just grab this line, and I'll change this word to lead. So there we go. So we don't really want the thank you page popping up in SEO, obviously, so this doesn't matter too much. Join the trunk. This is one we don't need that social image. Get our logo in there. Right. Right. Something as simple as that. want that bigger. Get a little elephant character there instead of that check mark. What do we have here? Something simple. Create that list, excuse me, those emails. Come on now. It's like the smallest graphic there is. Took forever. Alright, looks good. So we don't have a confirmation link. Probably don't need this step down here. We can maybe give them steps on how to use the coupon code. That might be what we'll do here. Step 1. Maybe even have an image of some products down there we could add. I'm going to make this a link. All right, step 2. Go with step 2. We can add your coupon code. Yay, fantastic. during the checkout process. Enjoy your awesome elephant gear. A super low price. Simple stuff. Looks pretty good. Bottom here, 2017. Trunktastic. Make that a link to the store. Again, this is just a welcome page, so they're on our list at this point. Looks nice and clean, though. That's not dark enough. There we go. I don't like the green there either. Our purple, that's in line. Okay, looks pretty good. Pretty good newsletter. Gets them back in the store. We could add to this even if you wanted to upsell a direct product. We got the tracking. We got the look. Okay, we got to make that coupon code. Let's not forget that. 10% off. 10%. Entire order, no problem. Selected groups. This is going to be for any new buyers. Limited number of times can be used. One use per customer. Save that sucker. All right, so now we can grab this page, double check our pixel and our links. Pixel, our lead, perfect. So we can do some lead ads later with our fan page or whatnot. Okay, heading to Trunktastic. We might want those links to open up into a new window so that they can still grab their coupon code. So let's see how we do that. Oh. All right, there we go. We're gonna push that to our open a new window. Open a new window, perfect. Refresh. Perfecto. All right, newsletter looks good. Let's go through, double check everything. I think we can get started on the emails. Like I said, we're just going to do a quick 3, 4, 5 day autoresponder and try and hit on, since it is, the cool thing with Trunktastic is we're only one niche. So if you're like a general store, you have a wide range of things that have different varieties of customers, then you would bounce around from collection and product type to product type, showing them what you've got. Since we're niche specific, we can kind of show them our best elephant sellers to everyone who buys any type of product in here or anyone who comes into the store. So that's a good thing there. Let's make sure that's showing still. Okay, good. And we're going to want to start adding this into the mix of our social media. All of that. So we'll get to our emails now over in MailChimp. We're going to go into our campaigns. Let's see. I think they have automations we can set up too, but I believe we can do it in campaigns. Let's go to automations here. I might have to actually pay. I don't know if I've paid into this account yet. So cool thing with MailChimp too is it has all your standard features going on, the abandoned cart emails and stuff. Like I showed you in a recent email or the other day, we've been using Abandonment Protector for our abandoned carts and then a Conversio for our receipts. I'm going to go ahead and delete Conversio because that's a very expensive charge for a simple type of thing. Same type of thing that we're going to be able to accomplish with MailChimp and Abandonment Protector. I could do all of the things with MailChimp, but I like this Abandonment Protector just set up. So and it's only like $10 a month. So I'm going to keep that in there. And then MailChimp's going to handle all of our prospects and our buyer system. So let's see what they have here. Product retargeting, could purchase an item they viewed on your site. That's cool. First purchase, send the welcome series to new customers when they make your first purchase. That's something we're going to add in today as well. First purchase series. Let me go ahead and put that on my list. Abandoned cart series. We have that with the abandonment protector. Specific. Okay, so I'm looking for, this is really kind of this isn't an e-commerce related since this is the prospect side of it. Even though we are promoting, this is a lead generation. So we're going to go to, let's look at our list activity. So greet new subscribers after they join your list. After educate our subscribers, we can have a welcome series. So that's kind of what we're kind of creating here. Send a welcome series to say hello each time someone joins your new list. They're all kind of the same thing. So send them a series of information emails. I don't know what the difference would be between their funnels, but let's go ahead and check out. I'm going to go with just like a welcome series. We just need some basic emails. Pretty sure we can do campaigns and have it go to certain groups automatically as well. And we'll try that a little later. Let me try their welcome series here. Name your automation. We're just going to Trunktastic newsletter. Trunktastic discount and deals. That's our list here. Yes. All right, so we have emails, 3 emails going. We're going to do 3, 4, I'd say 4 emails in our first 5 days. Maybe 3 emails in our first 5 days would be good since we have so few products right now. And we're going to be doing just kind of a specific buyer email series. I got to keep remembering this is the prospect side. So same thing, but just not with all the discounts or things we might offer. So first off, our first email is going to be that welcome email, which is going to pretty much say the same thing that we said on that thank you page. Be very just kind of thank you about it. Welcome to the page. Here's all the specifics of what we have to offer. Here's what you can expect, all that type of stuff. So we have our triggers here, our welcome series. Let's go. Our trigger right now, 1 day after subscribers join your list. We want this to be immediately. So immediately subscribers are imported. No subscriber, no problem. Subscriber joins your list. Trunktastic, yes. Whenever they join, we want immediately to be sent this email. We're going to design. Welcome to Trunktastic newsletter. To the fun. Here's your coupon. All right, Christy Andrews, got to update that again because we are Christy Allen. Support at trunktastic.com. All right, we're going to click next and get into the templates and design. I have to verify this. Sure. In the event that you have access to an email at Trunktastic, enter an email that will send a verification. So much trouble. All right, so we're just going to have to wait for that. We might have to skip that step for now until it comes in. Support at Trunktastic, just to make sure. Check our spam. Look at that. Spam folder. Thank you. Oh, I'm in a different... different browser. What's up, Leon? Welcome. All right, verify identity by SMS. Oh, gotta do it over here. I'm in two different browsers, so I'm kind of got the refresh one. All right, so we're going to have to go into our DNS records. We can change a few things. Did something similar with the Market Hero. We'll do this same thing, it looks like, SPF file. We'll have to create a CNAME. It's first time MailChimp's maybe do that. That's okay, though. That'll help. So we'll skip this step for now. All right, so we're going with this is a welcome email, something just kind of, hey, what's going on? We could have graphics in there you want. Typically just maybe a text email would be good. So this looks like a pretty cool, maybe have some products at the bottom. Let's see what we got here. These are all kind of new things they've created, so I like this. This is how it has the story up top, just little emails, maybe this one. Alright, so we can add our logo. See if we can change the size. Resize here. We're at 560, so we want it pretty much at like 100 height at most. Made it very blurry, honestly. So let me go ahead and just create one. Looks so small. I guess that's why that looks. Well, we don't need the logo, do we? How do I delete that? Here, maybe do like a the coupon code. We could do a little graphic there. I'm looking for. That's okay though. Alright. I want to take out that top. Try to make something appealing for that, just that welcome email. We'll have some elephants on there, you know. Just go something simple like this as a surrounding. Grab some pictures of products. Maybe just the shoes might be better. Got that shadow on that with the erase. Alright, so I don't like that. What was that discount again? Yay, join Trunktastic, looks good. Oh. Damn it. Okay. Thanks, man. Just adding little aesthetic elements to the whole thing, you know. Cute elephant here. Cute product there. Oop. Elephant might be a little too much clutter. I don't know if I like that 10% off thing, but it's better than nothing, I think. I'd love to have another product there instead of just shoes. Might actually be better if I just do the elephant instead. So those edges look horrible. All right, that'll work. And go ahead and do this Namecheap steps as well for our domain name. Alright, so that's our email there. Might have to try a different template that doesn't have this top if I can't delete it. I'm unable to delete that. Welcome to the net. It's great to have you as a member of the Trunk Titles. Just in case you didn't get your 10%, you can find it right below. We could even make this a link. So we'll have this go back to trunktastic.com. And then we're going to open that in a new window, yes. All right. Main story. Oh, I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Gotta fix that. Alright, use your coupon, just enter Trunktastic during the checkout process and your discount will automatically be applied. Start replacing the full width. Okay, let's edit this. Where's the column 2 here? You can see multiple columns. Check out some of our fan favorites in our monthly updated trunk sale. So that's just at our main collection. We go to products, go to collections, trunk sale favorites, and then here is our link. Trunk sale collection. Open new window, looks good. Style. Let's get that. Maybe a green. Maybe we could just keep on theme. All right, now we could do something like show maybe some of our best sellers, some things that they might really like, or we could hold that off for our next emails, which I'm going to do, I believe, instead of here. Now we have our footer. We can add our social media links. This is a welcome email to our prospect newsletter, keep in mind. So getting into other assets and things is never a bad idea. We'll probably even have an email that sends them around. So let's actually kind of, maybe we can plan that out right now, just a basic idea. Oh, here's actually a buyer's thought right there. So we're going day 1, welcome, 10% discount. Day 2, best sellers, reminder, 10% discount. Day 4, another maybe combo pack, something new releases, another single bestseller. I think day 2 might be a good single bestseller. Day 4 would be a good collection bestseller. So collection promo. And day 5, we could get them out to our assets. So our social media, Instagram. I'm gonna have create soon the fan club elephant. I love elephants. Or we'll use that fan page that I have, the Elephants Are Awesome, and just create a fan club around that name, Elephants Are Awesome Fan Club. And then that can be a whole newsletter. We can use that asset, that 17,000 likes on that page, just to drive traffic to that fan page and add it into the whole mix. All right, so that's pretty good. We could do another promotion at the end. That's fine for now, though, just as far as our autoresponder goes. Let's grab all of our social media. Twitter, we don't want. Save and close, all the closer, the unsubscribe info. So there is our welcome email. Looks pretty good. I guess I don't mind that gray little top header part. If we could get our logo to work better, that might do okay. I I felt like it was much smaller than they were. Wait. Alright, so image card. Still a little blurry, isn't it? Let me try upload again to see if that might help. It's going 540 by 240. I don't believe that. Is that how big it is it? It is. So we're going 200 with 85. Alright, what the hell? There we go. Logo misspelled. Awesome. Alright, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not too bad. Possibly having multiple images, though, it might have a problem with our open rates. We'll just have to keep a look on that. I like the branding side if it's going to be coming from our branding message. So this is the prospect newsletter, so branding, our logo, pictures like this kind of work good. All right, so that looks pretty good. Save and continue. There we go. That's immediately after someone subscribes. Day 1 here, 1 day after subscribers were sent previous email. That would be day 2, and we're going to do our single product promo. We can add in the 4th email too. Now, what was I thinking I want to do? I want to set up the MailChimp. I'm going to add that to my list. That's kind of boring, so I don't want to do it here on the live event. Where the hell is, here we go. Alright, so checkout page, I'm recording later. We're gonna do set up SPF CNAME for Namecheap. Alright. So that's just that walkthrough to verify our domain and make sure our emails get into the inbox and come from trunktastic.com. Right now they're coming from trunktastic at blah 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 dot MailChimp blah 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 dot blah blah blah. So to get them from our email address, we're going to have to add that, it looks like. Okay, so email number 1, let's go ahead and get a product going. I'm going to go with our shoes. Tennis shoes here. I also, like I mentioned yesterday, I need to delete these and re-upload them since we're having trouble with that link with Facebook. They've marked it bad so far. So where am I at here? We're going to promote these shoes. I'm thinking the tennis shoes are where we're at here. Tennies. All right, so name our email. This is internal use only. Day 2 Sneaker, elephant sneaker promo. 10% discount reminder. Kind of like with our ads, I like to be as specific as possible in our headlines. This isn't what the users are going to see, but I see myself, so I know exactly what's inside without having to click in everything. All right, so our email subject, we're going to go with something very simple, like you'll love this. You can't miss this, something just very broad. Get them in the emails. It's day 2. Let them get them interacting. We'll be more specific on our subject lines later on. All right, so definitely need to see these. Christy Allen. Support at Trunktastic. Yes, I know. It's not going to let me. Okay, cool, nice. All right, so sell products. Oh, we also need to do, after I write these emails, I can't forget to associate our MailChimp account to our Shopify store so that every buyer comes in, gets added to a buyer's list, and will be associated that way. All right, so we're selling a product. You could just go with a basic blank template. I like their featured though. Let me try this. And we could keep it kind of uniform where we always have that header the same and the opening look would be the same type of thing. So I'm just thinking I'll go with a basic 1 column. Should be blank, I'd say. Nice. All right, so we don't need this. All right, we're gonna go add a text to the top. I guess that'll work. You can keep them personal, you can be professional. You could do it where if you look at like Nordstrom or you're on Sears or Belk or any of those type of major corporations newsletters, it's just like a catalog of products. So that's another way we could go about it, depending on how you want to go with your brand. I'm just going to keep it very simple right now since we don't have much graphic skills, and we're just going to kind of keep it to a very direct to the point type of message. So in this case, I'm acting like a personal fan of elephants as well. Even though we're associated with Trunktastic, it's all about the fan love. So I'm saying, hey, what's up? I saw these, we just got these shoes and it made me think of you, something like that. Alright, we can add our image of our shoes. What do we call them? Our sneakers, right? Sneaks. Or no, tennis shoes or something. Tennies. Okay, we can make that image a link to the product as well. pretty good. I wish this would not make me do that every time. I can probably go and change the automatic. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out the social media since we're promoting a product. One more space here. Looking good, looking good. Save and continue. Awesome. Now we want to go with our next email, which we're saying is going to come 2 days after the last email sent. So subscribers sent the previous automation email in series day 2 elephant sneaker promo 10% discount reminder, and we're going to delay 2 days. So it's coming on day 4 of the autoresponder. This one will promote all of our best products, just the whole best sellers, and we'll maybe feature 2 or 3 products. All right, we're gonna go collection. So let's go with just the sell products featured one. Check it out, see how it goes. Showcase our product. Don't need that. Checking it out. Once we integrate with Shopify, we're going to have options to be able to show automatic products that are related to products they purchased or interacted with. So that will be coming soon. Right now, we don't need that here because they're prospects. I don't need that. We'll add our logo. Just the latest one. Now we could go as simple as just having a picture of the products here, giving them links to them, or we could go with like stories of why I love this elephant hat or whatever it may be, just really selling it, creating a story. That's all sales is storytelling. Emails will become all about storytelling. Just keep that in mind for sure. So we're going to definitely need to create a new logo for our email headers. Also, I don't like this text. That's all gray. Maybe on our understand why they do that. Whole bunch of awesome goodies that were returned that are particularly catered to elephant fans like myself and like, I'm gonna go like you. So maybe the love them all. I'm gonna make a link to the collection, just our shop all. Caption 1. So I'll go, here are my absolute 2 favorites since we have 2 pictures there. Alright, so 528 by 356. That's how big it is right there, so we'll just kind of comply with that so it looks the same. 528, 356. So I think maybe like the tapestry and this elephant bubble necklace we're gonna launch today. We just uploaded this yesterday. I really like the way this one turned out. This is cut print on demand too. They're really cool. Could do something like that just to expand the edges, because who really cares? It is bothering me. The line is just gonna have to do. I don't believe it'll matter too badly. Do the same over here. Good enough. secondly, what I say, the tapestry. Maybe the leggings, because they go with the shoes. Or we could do, instead of bestsellers, we could just make this email about our favorite necklaces. And we have these 2 very colorful necklaces. I think that's actually the route I'll go. Change it up a little bit. That was image 1. So what I'm thinking is turning this. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Arg. Ain't gonna fit well at all. Probably won't matter. I'm okay with it. Typically after we get a brand going, something's kind of cranking for me. On the email side, I get a professional come in, update graphics, update the copy, all those type of pieces. Let's try that again. Okay, that was a problem. Alright, so now we can use the names and the links and everything. Let's not forget to change the email to kind of reflect this is necklaces. So this is the tropical elephant bubble glass pendant necklace. Little description here. this a link. I'm going to make that image a link. I'm going to do the same with column 2. Caption 2, I guess they're calling it. Little off, but that's okay. Colorful elephant and cap, bubble glass pendant necklace. Yikes. Come on, where are you? You know, just random bulk. Need that. Be pretty good right there, I think. And then we have a whole bunch of awesome goodies that are trying to cater to elephant fanatics. I think I'm gonna take out the logo. Looks pretty good. Alright, so we need to edit all this. Because it's not our best sellers. Good. Okay, so that's day 4. Then day 5, we can get them over. Again, we have more products, so you can make this as long as you want. I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably add a few more days in there. We're running out of time now, so I don't want to just kind of create more emails. I've got a call here in 5 minutes. So if you guys have any quick questions to pump out, feel free to shoot them. I will have this up very soon. I recorded about an hour and a half before this as well, and I'll probably do another hour or so work later, and then we'll have that all up. So feel free, if you have questions, to comment in those pages. And once again, guys, thanks so much for joining me on Workday 7. Pretty much the to-dos for the day. Finish this email autoresponder the way I want. You can see exactly the process we're going. I'm going to launch 2 new products and upload 2 new products as well. Get that going. Should probably be launching our ads first thing instead of wait until 1 like I am right now. So that's something to think about in the future. But just consistencies and working all those little pieces like this. So thanks again, guys. I will see you soon tomorrow. Have a good one. Hey, what's going on, guys? Just getting into the daily consistencies needed for Trunktastic here. Early morning, about an hour and a half before today's session. Still haven't hit any sales. We've been continuing to have ad issues. That one shoe ad was just getting everything disapproved, so went ahead and deleted all those. The ones we uploaded yesterday are running okay. We have just a straight up giant elephant baby pillow website conversion ad. You can see how it's going, getting pretty poor costs and things. We did get 1 click to go through, or excuse me, 1 add to cart, $40 per add to cart, $4.21 per click. If we kind of dive deeper, we've almost spent about $40 on that one. And then the colorful henna elephant tapestry, pretty good post per engagement. It started up about 10 post per engagement, and then after we spent a good $40 here, we're down to 6. So you can just kind of see how the PPE ad will dip like that. Now, we haven't had any add to carts or purchases or anything through the ad. We've had a few clicks. It's getting decent interaction, but we're just getting some more information and data. So we're going to launch 2 more products today and kind of decide what we want to do with these. I can kind of tell already with the giant baby pillow that we're probably going to turn this off right now. $40 per add to cart is not where we want to be. So we can go ahead and check out the ad set here, see what's going on. You're going to get different data depending on how many ads that you have in there. Now, we targeted parents 0 to 8. That might be a little old for the baby advertisement we use. Might be better just to use a picture of the elephant and, thinking about it, more than likely it's a gift more for very small children. You'd get a stuffed animal instead of a 7 or 8-year-old. So we can edit our targeting there, or we can maybe change up our creative a little bit. This has been a very popular product we've seen out there. We can go ahead and check out the ad post itself too. Let's go ahead, click in here. Where are we? And we can click this little link to open. We're going to go ahead, Facebook post with comments. So this allows us to just see what's going on. Could do add business instead of www, and that would be give us that. So this is, you can see the interaction. For $40, we've only had 9 engagements, and this is a website conversion ad, so that is a big indication of why it's not getting huge engagement, but it is getting clicks more than the page post engagement ad on the other product is. We got to go through, want to interact with all these. We have this, so you can see it's been marketed before. If you give me another niece, poo, or nephew, I'm going to get them this. So that's an angle we got to think about. Enough for me. That's a good laugher. 1 share, 9 interactions. So we could go ahead. We know this product is a good seller. Our advertising was a little broad. So we're gonna shut this one off and probably try a different angle as well as launch some new products today. Because you can have a strict sense of you want to spend so much and move on from the product. In this case, we have seen proof that this is a seller. I've seen actually, I think, a video, and it had all the pictures of satisfied customers, and their babies had the elephant stuffed animal in their hands, and that was like the perfect advertisement to use. Now we can't just use that ourselves, we have to create our own, but we can edit this a little bit here and there, maybe the targeting, maybe the creative, and see if it takes off a little bit better. And then on the other side we have the colorful henna, and like I said, this is kind of started to get better engagement. We can go into, we haven't had purchase or any add to carts or anything like that. A few clicks. It's doing pretty good getting engagement going to the post though. Here's that post. Not as good as the shoes did in less money, so I guess it's about the same. Just interact with all of them. All right, so now with this one, we could maybe try a website conversion with it, instead of just having the PPE. Now, the PPE is giving it the engagement that the giant elephant baby pillow wasn't, but you can see, even though that was the case, more clicks were happening to the product, even with an add to cart. More clicks with intention to buy were happening through the giant baby elephant pillow, and that's because of the website conversion. Now, we could also maybe try starting a website conversion at the add to carts, or even the view content level, so that you're hitting those optimized, suggested amount of pixel fires in that optimization period, which is 25. So we want to hit whatever we're optimizing towards. Theoretically, we want to be hitting 25 of those pixel fires in the optimization period we choose. And that's that 7-day click or that 1-day click or anything like that. So let's go ahead and start that off. We could go ahead and add this to our numbers sheet. We want to do our daily numbers. Now we're going to go ahead and turn this WC ad off. We're a little broad on our targeting. I feel like that 0 to 8-year-old parent was off. Might be better to hit the aunts and the grandparents than just the parents directly. So I'm going to shut that one off. We don't need to record anything. Our black silhouette shoes, we can just edit this one with what the colorful henna elephant tapestry is doing. We started this yesterday, 6/19. I'll just say 12. Today is 6/20 at 9:30. We'll just say 10. No sales, it's okay. 39, 18. I want to move this reach in the behind here just so that it's easier for my statistics. I'm actually going to do that. When I'm doing statistics, I'm just going to put the reach at the end so that I don't have to scroll left to right to find it. And that's not something I need to see personally. Now we have to resave this as the same name and then replace it. Normal breakdown. It'll ask if I want to replace. Yes. And then there we go. Okay. So now, boom. Much easier. We're going to be handing this duty off to VAs in the very near future. Okay, the tapestry. I don't know how much profit. We're going to say just 16. Interest. So it didn't have elephant. Mobile. We'll let this one run one more day just to see how it does with the WC ad we're about to create for it. Trying to avoid overlap since I'm going to be launching some other products today that I have a little bit more faith in. So I'm going to exclude the elephant interest. Alright, we're excluding elephant. So 500,000 there on our reach. Pretty good. $50. Since it's only 500,000 reach, I'll start this one off at, 50 about for 500,000 right. It's kind of where I want to be. Might be burning through a little quick. Up to 12,000 people per day. I'm gonna go with 30. And again, anything below 500,000, I'll usually go definitely below $50 a day. But not any real reason other than to not throw our ad out to just everyone broadly. We want Facebook to kind of go small pockets at a time. So I'm just dripping this one. And also I don't want to throw too much money into the ad account who's already kind of have all the red flags up just with this new account. So we're kind of slowly adding on to what we're spending on a daily basis. And in no time, all those issues of disapprovals and things will be gone. All right, so what are we advertising here? We're advertising the post. Page post. And we want the beautiful tapestry. All right. Let's go ahead and place order. Could also maybe take a look at our add to cart, see if any happened there. 3 customers out of our 20 have added the cart. Most of those 17 came over the weekend, so that was just 3 and 1. So we had a much better ratio yesterday, 3 to 1. Added the cart to reach checkout. Still no purchases. We still got a drip of traffic. We've had those issues with Facebook have really caused a slowdown, but that's all right. You can see it's kind of going up. Facebook issues today. We'll get up there. All right, so check our messages. Want to check our daily numbers. All right, that's going. We got our customer support we're checking. Still no emails in. Not enough traffic yet. Understandable. Our ads, gone through those. Turned off the giant elephant baby. Making some edits there. Now today we're going to launch 2 products, and we have that on our list for our schedule I made. Changed up a little bit. Today we're going to launch the shot glass, so we can hit that kind of alcohol, beer, liquor combo with elephants, and then also, or the college humor or something like that, and then also the bubble glass I made last night, which seems like a pretty good product for us, a new one. So it just has a good mock-up here. It's a good design for a necklace. We'll see how well it goes. Necklaces, the messages on necklace are for the person wearing it big time. So we'll see if just an image does well for them, or if we need to have some text on there that kind of is more heartfelt. All right, so what else we got? Moderate social media. I have to post a post onto Instagram, and that's pretty much, I'm just going through my phone right now, and I'll go on Pinterest right here. Oop. We'll actually do that just live as you're watching. Alright, so I go to Pinterest as usual, find a good pic, or if there's, once we get to it, people will start sharing pictures with us. I guess elephants will be a little bit more difficult, but once again, you can always find some good free content for social media. We'll find one, and pretty much I'm just going to find a good one, airdrop it to my cell phone, and then go from there. Alright, cool. You can see all the socks. This is logged into my sock brand. Alright, so elephant. Just as you can see, I've been searching that one a lot. We'll go way down where I haven't maybe seen some. working out. Oh, a little soccer. I saw that mat too. That looks like a good little sale product. I think that's probably that crochet thing, I bet. I love you a ton. Now I've done some signs in the past, had some success. So actually, as you're doing this every day too, when you see product ideas, go back to this. Is all the content I found the other day, so I can maybe choose one of those. Let me get to fantastic products, product ideas. This would be a good sign idea. So I can talk to my sign fulfiller I found through Etsy and maybe see if she can make those. Oh, it's a cute little keychain. Something we could have even private labeled or created, molded ourselves from China. I saw this there down Amazon, little pacifier. I had something like this actually when I was a kid. This little, it was blue elephant. It was like, it wasn't shelves actually. It was like a little step up. Bring me back right there. All right, so that's cute as hell. Well, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, this one seems like a better one for Instagram, doesn't it? So all I do, I'm gonna share this all on Facebook as well. Friday, we have to put that in our list actually, that we're gonna have to upload 1 week of fan page content, and that will be on Friday. We will do that because that's when our date will be, that's the last day our content is being posted. And this is all just the content as I've been going. I've been throwing in this folder. Now I can go ahead and I'm going to share this. Since I'm using a Mac computer and I have an iPhone, I can AirDrop to each other. Makes it very simple. Another way you could do it is just put this into a Google Drive and then log in on your phone on a Google Drive, and there's all your pictures. All right. Now I'm just going to post this onto Instagram, and we'll have our social media will be taken care of for the day. Like I said, only thing left to do is to upload 2 new products, launch 2 products on our list today, at least both in those cases, and then we're going to be working on email newsletters when the workshop session actually begins here in about an hour. I'm going to post this to Instagram. I have a call with a client here, so I will see you guys in an hour. Just wanted to catch you up on our daily consistencies and what's going on at all times with Trunktastic. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. All right, guys, just getting back to it here. Got a few things to do. Let's find, do I have my Asana list open? We got to set up that MailChimp SPF record stuff with our domain. I'm using Namecheap where I buy mine. I have to finish our prospect autoresponder as well as set up our welcome email for our buyers. And then also launch our products for the day. All right, so let's go to our to-dos, just get it on our list. We have that. That's me. It is due today. Almost done. We'll just make a little specific brand, prospect, newsletter. Pretty much just have one more email to go with that, I'd say. If we even need that. I guess we got that one done. And then we need the buyer welcome series. Since they're all elephant buyers, we can just put them through the same thing. Got that one finished. Need to get the buyers. Update checkout page. That's something as well. This will be our prospect broadcast weekly. That's right. Okay. So first off, let's get this domain thing authenticated so our emails go correctly. Authenticate Trunktastic with MailChimp by modifying your domain's DNS records. These changes allow your campaigns to appear to come from Trunktastic. Remember we did this with MailChimp, or excuse me, Market Hero in an earlier session last week, but now we switched to a new email provider. So we're going to do it again in this method. So it's going to take 24 to 48 hours, yes. DKIM, create a CNAME record with this value. So I need to go to Mail or Namecheap. That's where I bought my domain names. You're wherever you're hosting your domain name, that's where you want to do this. I'm going to go into Manage. I believe it's going to be Advanced DNS, and I can delete the Market Hero ones if they are in here still. I believe they would be. Yes, that's the Market Hero one. So we're going to go ahead and delete that record. And create a CNAME record. So add new record, CNAME, host. I assume www. Alright, so it takes a day or two to authenticate. We'll see if we did that correctly. Just want to see. Now, I think I'm going to separate the sneakers from low tops and high tops. I'll have the canvas print be the same, but the sneakers will be a separate product. So I'm only going to have sneakers right now. I guess I can go ahead and upload the other versions. I have to re-upload this product as well since we had a problem with this link, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete and re-upload. Price a little bit lower. We'll drop our profit margin on those since we're just trying to get some sales coming in right now. Excuse me. Where are we at here? There we go. We can take this off. All right, so that's pretty much us for the ads today. Now I want to upload two new products. So I did these new shoes, got them separated. I'll re-upload the black elephant shoes, and then also I'll get a set of throw pillows up, and that will be us for the day. Tomorrow I'll come in and do some advertising. I'm on sale. It's gonna happen any minute now. Alright, we want some pillows. We could use Printful or Gooten for pillows. I'm gonna go with Gooten. I think they're a little bit cheaper. I think I like the 18-inch by 18-inch spun polyester without a zipper is fine. You can see it's about $17, $18. With a zipper, the same thing is another $5. You could go smaller too and save a buck here and there, but 18 by 18 is pretty good size. Pillow. Front and back, 3,900, 3,900. We're gonna use that new graphics we had done just as our first kind of throw out there. We could do it just with one big one in the middle, or do it a assortment of all three colors. That might be good. Now, from our product ideas, you know, this is one of the good ones that got a bunch of hits on Pinterest, so we're kind of got something kind of similar, and then I figured we could do different variations where the different colors. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that here, but let's see. All right, so I guess last thing we want to do here is get the buyer list associated, so when people purchase, they'll get a welcome email and then a autoresponder. So I'm just going to set up the basics behind that, not create the entire autoresponder, but click next here. Start that workflow. Perfect. All right, now to get under automations, we could send a welcome series, I'm sure. Add automation. So we're gonna need a e-commerce 3.0 integration. That's gonna be what we want anyways, so. We're going to do Shopify. I think I just need to go get the app. If we begin how it works, change Shopify. Customers. This might be a better way to go. Store is connected. Awesome. So if you already have buyers or anything, this will automatically import all that information. It connects the products that you upload to a MailChimp as well, so you can get all that good information going. We could eventually probably definitely use this for our abandoned cart emails as well. Alright, that's a good buyer series to go out, just to give them a free shipping coupon promo. That's for every buyer coming in. We can create product-specific buyers as things kind of take off for us. Oh, I delete this up top. All right, there we go. We have the prospect email newsletter going. We have the Trunktastic buyer series going. We have new ads going. New products have been uploaded. Everything looks good to go today. Gonna roll on. We got some traffic coming in for the new ads. That looks good place to start. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow.